Oh my gosh, why didn't I pull out the, like, what is it? The Happy New Year blowhorn or the shakers or the confetti? I should have done that. It's our final show of the year. Oh my gosh, welcome to the Menopause Made More Joyful show. My name is Dawn Chubai with Joylux, and we are so excited to bring you the life that you deserve in 2026. Now, we're going to go over all of our offers and all the differences between all of our vFit devices. We've got the classic, we've got the incredible Respin Joylux collab with Halle Berry, and of course our rose gold bundle, as well as some of our great products for her, your intimate care. But I want to highlight that we have an incredible promo right now. Lauren, let's pull up the details. When you use promo code vFit100, you have the opportunity to get, I'm going to say, the lowest price we've ever offered, not only on your classic, right? So an incredible offer on the classic, but, and I just found this out, this also applies to your rose gold limited edition bundle, which not only includes essentially the classic vFit that has this beautiful rose gold, I'm going to say accoutrement. It's not really, because I know that's more about other things, but the beautiful design, but you're also getting the serum, and you're also getting the photonic gel. And I think you're also getting, yes, you are. You're also getting the wipes. So basically, the bundle itself is for just a few more dollars than it is for just the device itself. So knock $100 off of that. So for $407, and this, by the way, expires tomorrow. So this is your absolute time to pick this up. You're going to get that entire bundle for $407. The vFit device alone is $395, but the price means nothing if you don't know what the incredible vFit can do for you. So let's first of all introduce you to Colette and why she started this incredible Joylux company and how the vFit and all of the incredible products we have came to be. So Colette has a background working in essentially medical clinics. So she managed a bunch of medical clinics where using things like red light therapy was kind of the way, you know, you improve the skin and the tissue and all of that. And so she, when she had her son, was not only thrust into beautiful motherhood, but also postpartum and, yes, perimenopause. And so she thought, I wonder if all of this proven technology of red light therapy, if that could be leveraged to make, you know, a difference in our intimate health, because she was also dealing with things like the lack of natural lubrication, the weakening of her pelvic floor. And she thought, gosh, could we leverage red light therapy for down there? Well, she partnered with Dr. Sarah, and here we go. The vFit came to be. And so this is the kind of, I'm going to say, technology that has historically been only available in doctors' offices and at, you know, I'm going to say the recommendation of OBGYNs like Dr. Sarah, but she said she knows how important it is to prioritize intimate health. And vFit, this very device, helps you regain your confidence and comfort in your real lives and your intimate lives. And so here we go. Now we are there. We are at the point where we now have a product and a device that, by the way, has been given a kiss of acceptance by the FDA that this is an incredible health and wellness device, something that can help you achieve the results that you want. So why don't we go ahead, Lauren, and put up what the clinical results are with the vFit, and then we'll talk about why it's so important to do this. So if you are looking for improved sensation, right? Maybe you've felt that it's not feeling as good anymore, and maybe it's even painful. 89% of women who use the vFit as directed, and I'll tell the protocol in just a second, had improved sensation, increased vaginal hydration, right? The dryness is all over your body, ladies, and you know what I'm talking about. So imagine being the majority that gets that increased vaginal hydration. What about more confident in and out of those intimate moments? Because, of course, when we feel good about ourselves, we are more confident in our everyday lives. And then improved intimate wellness. And this is a really important thing to talk about, because historically, and I'm going to say not that long in the past, and for some still very much a part of what is existing right now, is there's this stigma about understanding, like, is our intimate health, is feeling great sexually and down there, is that considered health, or is that just wouldn't it be nice to have? More and more women are taking control and understanding that intimate health is part of overall well-being. So what happens to us when we age? Well, first of all, we know what happens with our face, right? We know that we see the sagging, we're getting really dry, we're not as plump, right? Well, this happens as well with our intimate areas, right? We start to experience, and this is how it translates, right? Tissue laxity, bladder leakage, vaginal dryness, and pain with intercourse. And so although this is something that does naturally happen to us, I want to share with you how the vFit makes it so that this is not, your destiny, or it doesn't have to be your destiny. And if you're already in that space of a lack of hydration or a weak pelvic floor, we can reverse some of this. We can reverse some of this, much like the red light therapy that you've gotten on your face or used if you're an athlete to help with tissue repair, much like that has helped bring you back to where you were, so can the vFit. So let me tell you about this bundle. Now I'm going to focus primarily, I'm going to say, on our rose gold bundle, because honestly, when you use the promo code vFit100, to be able to save $100, getting not only the classic device that looks so pretty, but also getting the gel that does have a bit of a slip, so it makes insertion a little bit easier. It also increases the power and the energy of the red light by 45%. You're also getting the incredible moisturizer for your vulva. We'll talk about this in a second as well. And then, of course, to clean your device, the photonic wipes. It's an unbelievable value that you are getting today for $407 with that promo code. So here are the mechanisms that make your vFit give you the results that we just talked about. I'm just going to say, by the way, hello, Kelly. Hello, Martha. Hello, Joy. Oh my gosh, Anne, Maria. We got so many of you on here. Okay, awesome. I'm going to read those comments in just a second. And I want to also give a shout out to Heather, who is online right now and answering those questions. If you are watching on Instagram, join us at joylux.com, and then you're a part of that whole interactive experience and to be able to get that incredible deal. So here's your vFit. This device that is part of our rose gold bundle is essentially this same device, right? Just looks a little pretty, right? Nice. You can pick this up on its own. Absolutely. The mechanics and the mechanisms are the same, but this bundle, honestly, for what equates to about $12 more than this, if you were to buy this alone without a promo code, you're getting everything else, right? Huge value. So here's how it works. First of all, don't be scared about this. First of all, the anatomy of our body means that the shape has to be the way it is. So I know a lot of times I get people that are, especially on my Instagram, they're like, that kind of looks like, and I'm like, because that's how our bodies are. But this is actually a health and wellness device. And as the FDA has said that it is, with the red light therapy being safe and effective, right? So this is a beautiful wellness device. There are over 3,000 published studies, by the way, most of them by women, that talk about the benefits of red light therapy. And we'll go through that as we go through here. So you're going to turn on the button, right? And then you're going to get a little light that goes on, which basically means that it's on and it's charged up. Nice and green, right? If it was red, you want to charge your device. You get the charger, by the way, as well. And then you press that button. And the protocol, let me see, make sure I got it right going here. Oh, there we go. The protocol is every other day. Start with 6 minutes. Do that for about 1 to 2 weeks. So I'm on 6 minutes right now. After that, you're going to go to 8 minutes. And again, every other day for a week, maybe 2 weeks. And eventually on this device, as well as our classic device, you're going to go to a maximum of 10 minutes. And you're going to do that for a few weeks. And then you're in maintenance mode. And that happens maybe once a week. So the first thing that happens when I press it on, you hear a sonic vibration. That is one of the mechanisms. It's very purposeful. I'll share with you why and what that does. And did you see the red light? So it just all of a sudden got brighter. Here we go. I thought it was bright before. It got really bright. This is really, I'm going to say, a massive difference maker for you, for those of you that are suffering from all of those things we talked about. Again, bladder leakage, talking about the weak pelvic floor. And for those of you that know the benefits of red light therapy, that tissue repair benefit that has benefited you on other parts of your body absolutely benefits you in your intimate area. So we've got high powered LED lights. There's also a gentle warmth. Okay. It's not hot. It's like a cozy feeling, but the gentle warmth is also one of the mechanisms that gets you the results that we just talked about. So this is where the brain of the device is, okay? And that's whether you pick up the classic or you pick up, and we'll talk about the Halle Berry version in just a little bit, and I'll explain the differences between all of them. But that's where the brain is, okay? That's the brain. So this is not the part that's getting inserted. I know a lot of times when I first was selling this on and presenting it at the shopping channel, women are like, I don't know about that. it's this part that you're inserting, and made easier and more powerful, by the way, with the photonic gel that you were getting part of our rose gold bundle. So you are just inserting into the vagina, just to the edge of the red light, just like that. And so what might you be doing while you are doing your treatment of, by the way, just 6 minutes every other day, right? You might be in bed, having your morning coffee. You might be scrolling the internet. You might be, having that last little couple of moments of shut eye or meditation, right? The vibration, you can turn it off if you at some point want to, but it's there again purposely to build up that circulation, right? Which is very, very important. Blood flow. We know that we need blood flow, right? And then after that, it's just, you're done. It'll turn off. You're going to track everything on the app. The app, by the way, is absolutely free. You can use it without the app, but the app also will track your treatments. It provides a great community of education and will continue to grow as well. And of course, it also, again, helps you control the device. And then you're going to turn this off and you're going to put it away in your little satchel, which, by the way, comes with, okay? And you're going to, you're going to clean it off first with the wipes that you get. And then here we are. And then you're going to, in 2 days or the day after the next, you're going to go ahead and do another 6 minutes. And it is one of the most effective at-home options for you. Now, before I go into what the other options maybe that you've considered are, I want to make sure you have a very clear understanding of the different vFits and the bundles that we have, because I know here's Dawn holding 3. Which one do I choose, right? So I'm going to quickly explain those, and then I'm going to check on any of the comments that we have. So first of all, this is your classic. Now, the classic, you can also use that promo code vFit100. Okay, why not? That gets this down to $295. Great buy. But this doesn't come with any of the other products. But I still want to present it to you because maybe you just want, you want the classic device, you want the proven solution, but you don't really necessarily need the other parts in the bundles, right? So you want the device to give you the great results. Works exactly the same way, okay? So that's, again, perfect for you. If you just want to walk out with the device today, works exactly the same. You would, if you want the photonic gel and all those other things, you would have to purchase those separately, but still could be a great option for you. Now, maybe you're thinking, man, I like the classic device, but I do want some of those other things. I want everything sent to me and I don't want to have to think about what I need. Perfect. You're going to get not only the beautiful rose gold bundle, or vFit device. This is the classic, right? Goes to a maximum of 10 minutes. And we'll talk about the differences in just a second about the Halle Berry version. But this one also comes with the photonic gel, which is a $25 value. At a $45 value, you're also getting the vulva moisturizer, which is this incredibly luxurious and sophisticated and just smells like a dream serum for your vulva, right? To moisturize, because we get dry everywhere, ladies, right? And you're also getting the photonic wipes, which is to clean your device. So everything is kind of included in here, which I think is kind of nice. And honestly, with vFit 100, you're going to save $100. That means you're getting the entire bundle here, which is a $507 value at $407. Even last week, or 2 weeks ago, when we did our last show, this bundle was $445. Now it's $407. But that coupon is expiring tomorrow. So it's kind of your last and final call. And not that I want to pressure you, but if you've been watching these shows and you've been holding off, let this be your sign. Now, some of you might be thinking, okay, I know now that both of these, right? So I've made it clear. Hopefully it's clear. Both of these are the classic device. Okay. Now let's put up the difference between the classic device and what are beautiful, Respin and Joylux collab is with Halle Berry. And we'll talk about Halle Berry in a second. So works exactly the same size. It's not bigger. It's not any of that kind of stuff. Exactly the same size. But this has more LED power. This goes to 12 minutes maximum, not just 10 minutes maximum. It has 4 additional vibration modes, and it's got that custom chrome finish. It comes in this red box. It's got more of like a bridal, like a wedding dress kind of satin. See if I can open this without jamming myself up too much. So instead of pink, comes with the white, and you get a little note from Halle Berry as well, which is really nice. But again, bright, right? So why did Halle want to create this one? First of all, she loved the original vFit. She bought the one that you see here that you can get right now at $100 off, and she called this a game changer. Okay, and she said every woman needs to have this vFit for all the reasons I showed you. And we'll review some of those testimonials as well in a minute. But then she said, hey, Colette, hey, Dr. Sarah, and let's pull up, there she is. Can we do something like, because I'm a celebrity and I like things more and more powerful and all this other stuff. So although the classic proven technology also exists in here, the bundle, the best value, get all the stuff, $407. But what this is here, this is our premium upgrade. So you get all the benefits of the original vFit plus the intensity options I just showed you, an advanced user experience. You can see the elevated design. Of course, it's part of Halle Berry's Respin brand, for which she also has I shouldn't say delicious, that's a bad word. Although it's clean, but she's got a great lube, a beautiful, sophisticated lube as well. And we'll talk about that in a sec. But she basically wanted to create this because you know what? She wanted more power. Why? Because she wanted to get the results faster. That's just it. And she wanted to create this beautiful kind of Rolls-Royce design. So that's kind of the differences between all of them. I'm going to quickly check the comments to see where everyone is at. And if I can answer any questions, please reach out. If you are watching on social media, join us at joylux.com. That's where you're going to access the coupon that we have that expires tomorrow to save $100. And on top of it, I'm checking comments there. I'm not checking them on Instagram because we want to make sure we get you in there. First of all, congratulations. Joy has purchased our Menopause Empowerment Bundle, the Rose Gold. Joy, I'm thrilled for you. You're getting all of this, and I hope you use that promo code. Don't forget to check out, and don't forget to use that code vFit100. You're getting all of these things here. Okay, so way to go, Joy. Let me see here. Maria just purchased the bundle. Great. Okay, Kelly says, is it bad that I started at 10 minutes every other day? No, you know what? So here's the thing. When we talk about the protocol, right? And again, I'll review the protocol. This is regardless of the device, okay? The only thing with the Halle Berry version, hold on, just make sure I'm not unplugging things. The only thing with the Halle Berry version is that you get extra treatment time. But Kelly asked, if you're just joining us, Kelly said, is it bad that I started at 10 minutes? Like Dawn just finished telling me that we're starting at 6 minutes every other day, right? No, Kelly, the whole reason, so I'm going to be fully transparent with you and for everyone watching. We wanted to create, and the Joylux team wanted to create a protocol that would be easy for you to follow. If I was training for a marathon and someone, you know, and I was new to running and someone said, okay, we need you to run 10 kilometers a day or every other day, I'd be like, I don't think I can run a marathon. Like that's too much. Or if I was going on some extreme diet and someone said, okay, you got to cut out all the carbs immediately, which is fine if you want to do that. It would just be a little hard for me. And so I might go, well, I can't do that. So I'm not going to get on board and get the results that Dawn's talking about getting. So we wanted to create something easy. So we started 6 minutes every other day because we knew that most people are checking their phone. They're like 6 minutes is pretty digestible. And then you're going to, once you're used to that and realizing how simple that is, because like barely you didn't even get a chance to check your emails while you did it. Well, then you're going to go to 8 minutes, right? In about 1 to 2 weeks. And then eventually to 10 minutes. Now, Kelly just asked, is it bad that I started at 10 minutes every other day? If you can handle that commitment and you're comfortable, Kelly, absolutely. You know what's going to happen? You're going to get there faster, right? You're going to get there faster. And don't forget now, if you've purchased the bundle, you're of course getting the photonic gel. If you're not, still going to get great results on your classic, which I'm not going to pull out just to preserve time, works exactly the same. But when you use the gel, you're also getting like a rocket booster, right? Increases the power of the light by 45%. So if you can handle it, Kelly, and I think Heather said the same thing. Yeah, if it feels good for you, you'll achieve results faster. So there you go. I hope that answered, Kelly. I hope that answered your question. Kelly says, I have the photonic gel too. Awesome. You're going to get there even faster. Now, for those of you though that want to get there like faster, and of course you want this elevated design, premium experience, then you're going to pick up the Halle Berry version. I will say, and I'm going to introduce the Let's Spin lube right now, just for the sake of it, because we're kind of still talking about Halle Berry here. So this is again the premium design. This is essentially the vFit Plus, which gives you an additional 2 minutes to a total of 12 minutes in treatment time. This does not come in a bundle. So the one thing I would say is if you're picking up this, I'm going to assume you probably will want the photonic gel, because if you're in it for the power, you're probably going to want more power. And I will say this photonic gel also has a nice little slip to it. It's not your lube per se, but there is a bit of a slip to it, which can make insertion possibly a bit more comfortable for you. It's not very much money. It adds more power. It's well worth it. You might want to add that. But Hallie also created a collaboration again with Dr. Sarah. So meaning you're going to get OBGYN, certified OBGYN formulated, clean, all of that, doesn't impact your microbiome and your pH, all that. She's also created this beautiful lubricant. Now, when you're looking at the options for the lubricant, and I know Lauren has highlighted different things that are in our product lineup. If you're watching right now on the website, which you should be, and then you can do that on your phone, by the way, you don't have to do it just on the computer. You're going to be able to scroll to see the different products. So if you want to sort of see what Dawn's been talking about, or any of these products that you're seeing right here, you're going to be able to scroll and find out about those. And don't forget, that vFit 100 also applies to a few of the products that we have. But the Let's Spin, this is your lubricant. And by the way, FDA approved this lubricant. So what is it? This is for your playtime, right? With a partner, or I'm going to say without. And I love how Hallie created this. First of all, nothing like this for her existed. I'll show you a little video in a second of Hallie telling you about it herself. But she created this because it relieves pain with sex, treats vaginal dryness, because there are skincare ingredients in here. And we'll show you that in just a few moments. It enhances comfort during intimate moments and provides unparalleled hydration. Why? Because there's hyaluronic acid in here. There's vitamin E, there's aloe, there's all sorts of things. And this is your lube. Okay. So this is your lubricant. And if you're somebody that in the past has kind of gone, oh, I've gone to the drugstore and oh my gosh, it's always so goopy, or it's like smells like blueberries, or what, all this other stuff. This is completely fragrance free. It is clean. It's OBGYN formulated, and it's not sticky or goopy, and it really does have some brilliant properties to it. It's got a gorgeous, gorgeous slip to it that is designed, again, to make sex and any intimate moment more pleasurable. And I love when Hallie, I'm wiping it on because why not? It's basically got skincare in it. It's fine. And it's not sticky, right? So I love that. She created this because it was something that had not existed before for her. Now we have two options for you. So you can pick up the full size, which, and I always get asked this as well. And if you have any questions, by all means, ask away. Heather's there, but so am I to help as well. I got asked once, what's the difference? It's exactly the same formulation. And I'm only telling you, it seems like it's obvious, but these are the questions sometimes they get asked. And my job is to make sure that you have no, barrier to making an informed decision. It's a little bit different packaging. So this is like a tube, and it like you squeeze, right? And this one's like a pump. Okay. And this is like glass, right? And this is not. This is 40 mils. And this one is 60 mils. So this also will fit into your carry-on if you're traveling, but it's a little bit heavier, right? This might be great for travel. And honestly, you might want to pick up one of each of these, because this is great for your purse, maybe your carry-on luggage, and this might sit right on your nightstand. And it's a pretty enough bottle where, I might seem weird, like, oh, let me leave the lube on my nightstand, but it's such a pretty bottle. Like, it just looks like your skincare. And it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Now, can you go ahead and think of like, oh gosh, I'm thinking of my playtime and my lubricant, but I'm also thinking about, what about my natural lubrication? I'm going to show you the vFit again for any of you that are watching. And I want to also, in just a second, I want you to, sort of see some of the testimonials that we have from other people. And then we're also going to talk about what some of the other treatments that you've considered or maybe tried, and why the vFit is different, and why this is an incredible addition to your 2026 wellness goals. Yes, I said it, wellness goals, because your intimate health is wellness, and it's part and should be part of your health and wellness goals that you have, just like you do for your diet and exercise and skincare and all of that. So here we go. Here is your vFit. Okay. Now the clinical results, again, first of all, deemed a health and wellness device, effectiveness of red light therapy. That's what the FDA says. And so we're thrilled to be able to have that little kiss from them. But this is going to also increase your natural lubrication. So while you might be thinking, oh gosh, I need lube, you might always want lube. You might always need it. You might always want it, but your natural hydration is a different thing. Your natural hydration actually, and correct me if I'm wrong, ladies, it's actually more than just your sexual wellness. When you're dry down, that like it's not comfortable. We know it's not comfortable. So increasing our natural hydration is a way to bring sort of some of that youth back to us, just like we like bringing the youth to our face, maybe our body, our muscles. bringing the youth back to our intimate areas has so many other advantages. So there are 3 mechanisms that make this work and to give you the results that you want to achieve. So first of all, there is a gentle vibrations that happens, okay? I shouldn't say gentle. It's like there are different vibration modes and you can control kind of the intensity of it. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so does this make this my toy? No, the purpose of the vibration modes, and we've seen this, and when I worked at the shopping channel, we would sell vibration plates that athletes would sell on. And maybe you've ever done like a physio or something, you've been said, okay, stand on one of these vibration plates. It's to build up the circulation. So imagine when we get circulation down there, we get blood flow, right? Blood flow again. We want blood flow. We want blood flow throughout our whole body. So you want that blood flow. 6 high-powered red LED lights at the perfect wavelength. There is a whole team of laser experts and red light experts that work with Joylux, in addition, in collaboration, of course, with Dr. Sarah and Colette. Again, for the red light therapy, what does that do? That helps with tightening. That helps with, I'm even talking like from skin, right? So it helps with things like tightening and tissue repair. We know this. Even athletes have put like red light pads on their shoulders and on their legs and on their neck to help with healing. Okay. And then there's a gentle heat. So a lot of times why that? Again, this all promotes that overall goal that you have of bringing some of that youth back to that skin and that tissue area, right? Same reason we use the red light therapies on our face. Remember, this is Colette's background. And so it's the 3 of these things together, in addition to the time that you're going to dedicate, that will give you the kinds of results that these women have seen. So let's take a look at some of the testimonials that we have, and then I'll check our comments. So we have Kate, who says, life-changing, vaginal moisture increased with just a few sessions. Okay. Absolutely one of the best investments in my health that I have ever made. Moisture, sensitivity, tissue health, and more. And then Lauren at 61 years young, or she's at level 61, because in every other thing in life, we want to get to the highest level. So Lauren at level 61, my wish would be for every woman to have a vFit. I am so happy with the results in just a few weeks. Amazing. Okay, I want to just show you the offers that we have for you. So first of all, we do have the classic vFit. This does not come, well, I mean, there are different bundles available, but you can get this for $100 off using promo code vFit100. I don't think we've ever offered this at $295. It's $395 every day of the week. When I worked at the shopping channel, we sold out in our first show because it really is the only device of its kind backed by OBGYNs. Again, kiss of loveliness for the health and wellness benefits of red light by the FDA. So again, doesn't come with anything. You may wish to add the photonic gel and all that, but if you just want the vFit proven results, you can grab that. We also have for you classic. This is also classic, but it looks different. Okay, that's one of the nice things. But this is our empowerment bundle. Comes with the rose gold, limited edition, by the way. There's no guarantee that we'll ever see the rose gold come back again. If history serves me well, we typically don't bring things back, right? So, but who knows, maybe. But it's nice, pretty, but it still works the same. So if you're just looking for the thing that works exactly the same, gentle vibration, different modes, gentle heat, you just saw that red light, look at the coverage. This is our best value by far. vFit 100 will save you $100, which, and by the way, not only do you get the vFit, you get at a $45 value, the Vulva Serum, which is your moisturizer for her. You're also getting the photonic wipes. These are not for your body. This is to clean your device. Okay. And you're also getting the photonic gel, which basically increases the power of your classic vFit, whether you get the regular classic or the rose gold bundle. You're getting the photonic gel with this bundle, which increases the power of the red light by 45%. And it's $407 for that entire bundle. Remember, this typically goes for $395 and has sold thousands and thousands at full price all day long. You can get this for $100 off, and you can also get our bundle for $100 off. And then for the premium experience, both of these are all effective. I'm not trying to upsell you on something you don't need or want, but if you want more power, more options, if you love this chrome design, and if you want extra treatment time to get you to the results you desire faster, then you're going to pick up the Respin Joylux collab from Halle Berry. Okay, same mechanisms, but just more. more time. You still turn it on. 6, 8, 10, up to 12 minutes every other day before you go into maintenance mode. And here we go. And you're going to get, again, the Halle Berry experience. Now, the promo code does not apply to this device. So if you want this device, grab the device, right? That's not everybody is. Some people want to buy the device. They want to buy a device. Doesn't matter the price. It's still an exceptional deal. And I will tell you, we also have other incentives if you do need to break up payments on certain products. So you can feel free to check out the links right here on your screen and explore something like the membership if you want. And we've got that also scripted in here. So again, same mechanisms, gentle heat, extra vibration modes, as well as more LEDs, more power. Now, the one thing I would highlight is if you are picking up this device, you're already getting more power, but I suspect if you're picking this one up, you're like, you want rocket results? At the very least, pick up the photonic gel. I mean, it's just worth doing that. And again, this is not your lube per se. We have the lube available here, but this does have a little bit of a slip to it. And it's a nice tube. You don't need a lot. How you're going to use it on, regardless of the device, because don't forget it comes with this device bundle, the empowerment, is you're just going to go ahead. Now, I'll just put it on my hand just for simplicity, because I'm going to show you two things. So it doesn't take very much, and you'll know how much to put on there, right? But you just basically are going to put it on the end of the device. Okay, just like that. And it has a little slip, but it's not your official intimate lubricant, but it does have a bit of a slip. There's also skin loving ingredients in here, right? And then you're going to turn this on. You're going to go ahead and maybe check your social media, get ready to cozy up for 6 minutes, 8 minutes, as much as 10 minutes before you go into maintenance. And you're going to just insert this into your vagina. And you're going to see this actually go quite bright in just a second because it's sort of kind of then boom, there we go. But you'll notice even right now, the coverage that we have. The vibration automatically comes on. You can change the modes by pressing the button, or you can hold it down to turn it off if you desire. And that's just it. And then you're going to go ahead and check your social media. So does anyone have any questions about what the different devices are? Because they look different. A couple of them are the same. One has a few differences. Have I been clear on what the differences are? Let me just check. Okay, Maria says, yes, I understand the difference. Maria asked, what did Maria ask? I think she asked about the difference between the photonic gel and the Let's Spin. Okay, let me make that clear. And then there's a second part, I think, to the question. So the photonic gel, you don't have to, like, listen, if you want to pick up the classic device and you're like, no, I don't need the photonic gel, I'm good. Awesome. The photonic gel serves a couple of purposes. So it does have a bit of a slip. I mean, in theory, could you use your intimacy gel on to help insert? Sure. I'm not sure I would waste it on that, right? And also the intimacy gel doesn't do the secondary benefit of the photonic gel, which is to increase the power of your vFit device by 45%. And by the way, increases the power even on your Halle Berry upgrade. So that's kind of the difference on it, but they're both clean. They're both board certified, OBGYN formulated. Dr. Sarah, right? She's part of the whole equation here, which if you, by the way, are thinking about lubes from the drugstore, I would just encourage you to do your research on what you're buying. Like, who have they been created? I'm not saying they're not safe. I'm just saying, like, who created them? Is it an OBGYN that understands our female body and microbiome and pH? Like, have they done the research, or are they just looking for something for a little slip and slide? This gives you the slip and slide, but it also, again, is beneficial. That's probably the best word. It's beneficial for your areas down there, which I can't say for certain that any other lube does that. So hopefully that helped you get that. Oops, someone else got the rose gold. Where's my ding, ding, ding? Congratulations. Okay, price on the top one, Kathy. So I'm assuming, Kathy, you mean the top of the line. So I think this is $495. You cannot use that promo code. Okay. Again, people buy this at full price all the time. So it is 100% worth it. It's just, again, it's a different price consideration, but why would you maybe choose what we call the top one? So I'm going to assume you mean the top of the line. These are all top of the line, but this is definitely the premium upgrade, if I can say that. You again get additional treatment time. So up to 12 minutes. There's still going to be a point you go into maintenance. You're going to get there faster. Okay, there are 4 more vibration modes. It's got that custom chrome finish, which is just an aesthetic thing. So if you don't care about that, then that's fine. But you also get an additional amount of time. So up to 12 minutes as opposed to up to 10 minutes. So what that means is you might progress from the 10 minutes to the 12 minutes faster. And then you also get to those different results. On your classic, you might stay at 10 minutes for 2 weeks instead of 1. You're still going to get there, especially when you use the photonic gel. So again, the promo code does not apply to the Halle Berry collaboration, but it does apply to our classic. vFit 100 saves you $100, so that gets us down to $295. We have some other bundles that are available with the classic that you can explore as well, and feel free to use that promo code. Do not forget to check out. Don't forget to check out, because if you do that and you miss out on the promo code, like, they can't bring it back. Unfortunately, that's just sort of how it works. And it applies to your rose gold bundle. So again, all the same mechanisms, right? Rose gold bundle, but you also get the serum, and I'm going to go over that next. And you get the photonic wipes, which is your device cleaner, essentially. And you also get the photonic gel, which then essentially amps up the power of that incredible red light, safe and effective as a wellness device, according to the FDA. And of course, you're getting the photonic gel 45%. And don't forget, you're also getting, and I keep forgetting this, you're also getting a digital menopause manual. We're going to help you navigate this sure thing that is menopause and perimenopause, but we're going to help you do it in a way that makes you feel more like yourself. That's the whole goal here, right? Okay, hopefully, no. Irene, does the discount code happen for the Halle device? No, it does not. What I will like to make things even more confusing for you, I'm going to put this out there. So if Kelly or Irene, if you're going, I want all the bells and whistles of what the Halle device is, but I also want the bundle. Like, I want all the other stuff. To make things even more confusing for you, you can pick up the rose gold bundle, okay, which includes all these things I told you about. And I know what Heather's going for here. So Heather, maybe we can also type in, just to make it very crystal clear for anyone else. You can get all of this for $407. Okay. And by the way, that in itself is still an incredible value when you realize the classic device is $395 every day of the week. But if you go, I want the extra power, I want the extra vibration modes, I want all that stuff, you can upgrade this. It's a software upgrade for $99 to make this device work the same as this one, while getting all these other things. So if you do want to do that, then you're going to grab your rose gold bundle, use the promo code vFit100, and then get it home and try it out for yourself, first of all. If at some point you go, you know what, I kind of wish I had that extra time and I want more power and I want all those other things, then you're going to take this. You don't have to send you keep all of this and you just upgrade to the vFit Plus for $99. But why not try this first if you're kind of like want all the stuff? That's what I would say, Irene. So I hope that helps you. One thing I will tell you is that when the coupon expires on January 1st, you're going to be paying regular price, which is still a great value for this bundle. But if you can save $100, why not? And then at some point, if you want to upgrade, Irene, you can do that. It's called Plus, and it's a software upgrade. So it's very, very simple. Okay. Hopefully that answered your questions there. Okay. We did have someone, someone asked about the membership. Yes, so we have something called membership. Now, first of all, that does a few different things. It gives you an option to break up your payments. So I hope for you that price doesn't have to stand in your way from getting the results that you want. But if it's sort of one of those things where you're like, I just can't, we've got an option for you. It's called membership. So not only can you break up the payments, but also we send you a selection of curated products. I don't know exactly what they are, but it could be like the serum. It could be, wipes. It could be, our body butter, which we have available. It could be the She Bar, right? So we have a lot of options. We also have, a full bundle that has absolutely every product included in it, but I'll let those of you that read that for you. So hopefully that makes it clear. I just want to go over the things that are included in the the rose gold, because there are several elements of it. And it also helps you learn about these products. So if you just to say, hey, I already have the vFit, but I've been really curious about the serum, let me go through it. So our bundle that we have today, the rose gold bundle, comes with a series of products. Today, you can use the promo code vFit100 and knock $100 off the bundle. So that gets your bundle down to $407. We've never offered the bundle at this before. 2 weeks ago, the bundle was $445 and still worth it and still on sale. This is better than that, but it's limited, as you can expect. So you get, again, the classic vFit, beautiful, rose gold, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All the mechanisms that get you the results, proven clinical results. You are also going to get your serum for your vulva. This is a moisturizer for your vulva. And you might be thinking, why? My grandma never used a moisturizer for her vulva, because there was not, first of all, there was nothing that existed. So let's make that very clear. And why might I need it? Well, I don't know. Dawn, that's me. Why are we use skincare? Because we want to feel better. We want to look better. Okay. We want to feel more like ourselves. Maybe when we were younger, when we were more of a grape than a raisin. Okay. So put that into perspective, right? Same fruit, what age and dehydration does to you. So down there in menopause and perimenopause, we naturally dry out. We dry out everywhere. If you've noticed like patches of dryness on your arms and stuff, like that's part of the symptoms of going through this change of life that we are going through. It's happening no matter what. How it affects you might be different, but it happens for everyone. So this is your moisturizer. Now it is a serum consistency. Okay. So I'm going to kind of show you here. And it's a beautiful serum. There are great ingredients in here. I mean, if you used this on your face, you would be loving it. But make no mistake, don't use your face serums down there for the various reasons like actives and all that. So this is OBGYN designed, right? Again, Dr. Sarah, pH balance. So this is also not going to mess with your microbiome. And it's an all clean formulation, I should say. So coconut oil. When you smell this, and it's a beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous moisturizer, you're going to smell the mandarin orange essential oil, and you smell a bit of the coconut. Now, this is not going to be something that like lingers. It's just, it's there, and but it's also the ingredients. Like if you think of like the coconut oil, that's like, it's so incredibly hydrating and moisturizing. There's hyaluronic acid in there, vitamin E, all these things that, again, are designed to, keep your vulva area, your vulvular area, in optimal health. And you're just going to feel better. And it's honestly, you deserve it. So yeah, grandma didn't have it. Would grandma want to use it? Yeah, I'm going to say, why not? If you got grandma and you want to go like grandma, let me treat you to something that didn't exist. This is a great option. It's $45, my friends. So the only reason I bring up the price is because I worked for years in the TV home shopping space, and I sold a ton of lotions and potions and serums that could range $100 plus. Okay. I also sold serums that were like $30 important. Right. But let me tell you, when you get this home and you see the ingredients and you experience the results, you're going to go, my face would be lucky to experience this. And you know what? A lot of the ladies at Joylux, they actually use this on their face. $45. You wouldn't, honestly, you'll just be so pleased with this. And so it does come with your bundle, with your rose gold bundle. Okay. Or you can purchase it separately if you want. Now, what else do you get with the rose gold bundle? You also get the photonic gel. We talked a little bit about this, but let's put the slide up once again. This will increase the power of the LED by 45%. So what does that mean? While you're going through your protocol, right? 6, 8, 10, if you have the Halle Berry version, of course, you can still purchase this separately. It'll increase by 45%. It's also got a tiny bit of slip, and it has skincare ingredients. Because again, this is going inside your body. So it's important that it is OBGYN designed, right? So clean formula, moisturizing, little bit of a slip, but I wouldn't use this for your playtime lubricant. That's not what this is for. We have that for you, and we'll revisit that in just a little bit. The other thing that you're getting, in addition to the Menopause digital book, and of course, everyone gets access to the free app, so that's not a problem. You also get the photonic wipes. This is not for your body. So, and there's even a little thing here. Okay. And don't flush these, right? But this is also not for your body. This is your cleansing wipe for your device. So, if you clean your device and put it in a pouch after you use it, which is highly recommended, then you're good to go when it's time to use it. If you're like, I kind of raced out of the house, then just grab one of the wipes and you're just going to give it a little wipe. Okay. A little wipe, and then you're done. It's your cleaning wipe for your device. So that's your bundle. And today, vFit 100 saves you $100 and you get all that stuff. Yet, if you want to also purchase any of these things separately, or it's like, oh, I'm running low on maybe you already have the vFit and like, oh, I'm running low on the photonic, grab some of the photonic. Free shipping when you spend $75 or more, by the way, too. So it's always not a bad idea to bundle up some of these things. Okay. So let me quickly check. Oh, good. Maria, you added the intimacy gel. Congratulations. Irene, yay. Oh, you got the rose gold. I'm so happy. I hope you use that promo code vFit100. Don't forget. And don't forget to check out. If you have kind of got, oh, I'm going out for lunch, If you forget to check out and then, the coupon expires, unfortunately, we can't get that back for you. So just don't forget to check out before you leave. Okay, good. You're asking questions. I'm really glad to hear that. Now, I want to highlight another one of our incredible products. So we've got something called She Bar, and there is a bundle, by the way, that is in the lineup that includes like all of the products. Like if you just like go, I want it all, Dawn, I want it all. We've got like kind of like the comprehensive bundle that's in there that has kind of everything. But I would recommend you pick up a few of these She Bars. There are also, I believe, some pricing on some gift sets that might, if you want to buy 3 of these, there's like a bit of a break in price and all that. So be sure to also take a look at what we have available for you. Sorry, a little itch in my eye. Okay, so the She Bar, it's a cleansing bar. And we had this question or comment come up saying, oh, I can't use soap down there. It's not good for me. No, it's not. Soap is not good for you down there. So this is actually a cleansing bar. There are actually no soap ingredients. Now it looks like soap. When you lather it up, you're gonna even see there, like there's sort of airy bubbles. So they're not like a soap kind of bubble. But here's what's different. First of all, this is OBGYN designed. So once again, Dr. Sarah, board certified OBGYN. She has become such a friend to so many of us, and many of us, I've met her personally, but many of you have never met her personally. But if you follow Joylux on Instagram, there's such a great community, and Dr. Sarah provides so much information. But this is an all clean formulation. It's got that same kind of mandarin orange essential oil fragrance to it. It's not a lingering fragrance. So it's a freshening up, but like, don't think you're going to walk around and everyone's going to go, oh, you smell like mandarin orange. I mean, I would like that, but that's not what it does. So before we kind of get into why you might want to use this, and I'm just going to spend a couple of moments on it. Honestly, I think it's $13. You'll pick up as many as you can. You were not going to want to run out of this. You can use it on your body as well. But why might you want to use it down there? Well, first of all, let me just say, we all have a natural fragrance to us that is perfectly acceptable. Like, feel good about that being perfectly acceptable. And there's a point where you should go see a doctor. So, I mean, I'm not a doctor, but there is a point where like, you're going to go, okay, this isn't acceptable. Dr. Sarah actually on Instagram has posted some videos on when it might be time to see a doctor and what is normal and maybe what's not normal. So it's always good to look at that. But just know that I don't want to stigmatize our natural fragrance. However, I also don't want to stigmatize any of you that go, you know what, I feel a little insecure. Right. So, and you have to, your vagina is a self-cleaning body part, right? Which is why you hear all these bad things about using douches and all that. And a lot of us think about or consider using a douche because of our insecurity about our odor. So this is for the outside. This is for your vulva or anywhere outside or your body, whatever. But this can be used on all parts of your body, the outside part of your body, including your vulva. Okay. It was created because Colette herself kind of went, I kind of think I want something. Not even if you need it. I kind of just want it. And so she created this. And again, because it's got the OBGYN formulation, you just can feel very safe and secure about this. I can't speak about other products out there. We had somebody last show saying, oh, when I use like Dove or something like that, no, don't. Your body is not meant to be using soap. So if you want something like this, it's a lovely, lovely formulation. And I just think you're going to feel like you just really treated yourself. So I hope you take advantage of this. Now, I talked about the wipes. So we got the cream. Okay, let me go to the body butter. I should talk about the body butter next. So this is the kind of the only product outside of the wipes that is not designed kind of for your intimate area. Okay. It's still a clean formulation, but this is actually your true body butter. Now, why would you want this? Well, the team at Joylux said, you know what? We have acknowledged how our skin changes. We get dry all over, as I'm saying, including your rest of your body, right? And so let's create something that can make women feel more comfortable, maybe get rid of some of the dry patches and be able to just do it while they're picking up these other products that help make menopause more joyful. So this is a pure body butter. You can see nothing's falling out. I put a little, this is a ton, by the way, put a little on my thumb so you can see how thick it is, right? It's a body butter. It is unscented, which is nice. A lot of times we want unscented products. Maybe you work in the healthcare industry and you're not allowed to have scented products. So you don't have to suffer. And it's a gorgeous product. Now I still have tons of dry spots. Like there are times where even though I'm using body butter, I'm like, man, be diligent, take care of the largest organ on your body. But you're going to see how much we get out of here. So, I mean, this covers like my entire arm, and I could still do my hands. So a little goes a long way. And again, this is designed to just make your experience as a woman, perimenopause, menopause, or even just any old way, more joyful and more pleasant. So this is a beautiful body butter. It's available here at joylux.com as well. If you're watching on Instagram, please head over to joylux.com. We've got about 15 minutes left in our show and an incredible offer for you. So we've talked about our rose gold bundle again, which includes kind of everything we have here, right? The serum, the photonic gel, the wipes, the photonic wipes, which is for your device, as well as our classic device. Okay. And you also get a digital book as well, a menopause digital book for you as well. So we've got that available. vFit 100 saves you $100. It's $407. That's even less in price for that bundle than I offered 2 weeks ago when it was $445, which was still a saving off of $507, but a great, great offer for you. Now, I'm going to present you a product that I absolutely love, and it's the Cold Her bra inserts. So if you have ever felt hot flashes or just warm, or maybe you're not even going through perimenopause or menopause, but you're like breastfeeding and your nipples are kind of sore and you've been grabbing ice packs and you're like, is this all there is? No, it's not. We have Cold Her. And by the way, these are, I'm going to say, like, if you're watching TikTok or anything, like, these are going to be the next viral hit for everybody. So this draws the heat away from your chest, which is where the hot flash starts, ladies. You've been there, starts at the chest and then versus way up. So this kind of hits it at the source. It's got a patented phase change technology. You do not need to refrigerate these, and they just fit in your bra. I've got them in my bra right now. Okay. I've actually got one in one and nothing in here. So you can see, like, other than I'm lopsided in general, as we all kind of are, like, it's discreet. You would never know I'm wearing them. So here's what they look like. And by the way, I think they're $21. Get at least two, because when you're in that moment and you're like, okay, it's just, the seam's never ending, you've got them in the backup set, or you can put some in your purse or in your car or whatever, because they do not need to be refrigerated. So they're kind of so I could bend these. Of course I could bend them. Like, it's not like a pure solid, like cement or something. It's almost like the consistency of like a hardened coconut oil, if you know what I mean. So can you hear? So that's the, right? And on the backside, it's almost like a bit of a microfiber, right? But this is the part that's going against your skin. So I have one in one breast right now, and I'm just going to try not to flash everyone. If anyone has any questions. Oh, Dr. L, ER doctor here. I love these products. Dr. L, which products do you love in particular? I love that you love all of them, but if there's something that you use personally, or that maybe you've, done the good friend, good doctor thing and recommended someone, I'd love to know what it is that you love. Thank you for sharing. And Martha said, grateful to Dr. Anna. She recommended Joylux. Oh, we love our doctors. I'm going to show you some doctor remarks in just a second. So I have had, 11:53. I put this in at about 5 to 11. So this actually shows you how the phase changed, because it's not completely liquefied yet, which for those of you who've been watching, you're like, oh, it's completely liquefied. This is what it's like right now after about 50 minutes. So we still have some of what was solidified. And right now, the heat, I wasn't even having a hot flash. Last time, those of you caught one of my hot flashes live, which I wasn't like some people where they get super sweaty, but I was definitely feeling uncomfortable, but a lot less uncomfortable because I had the phase change technology in here. But you can see right now, my body has given it some of its heat, but I still have lots left here, right? But eventually this completely liquefies. And by the way, I'm still using the same set. I think I've been working now with Joylux. It has to be maybe 6 months, 8 months, maybe even long, maybe 6 months or so. And I'm still using the same set. I have 2 sets, and I recommend you get 2 sets, but there you go. That's how that works. When this liquefies, you'll take this out of your body, and basically your body is warmed up. So it'll actually feel kind of warm because your body heat, right? But after a few hours, it solidifies again. And this isn't cold to the touch, but it's cool to the touch. But once you have it against your body, it obviously absorbs the heat and emits the coolness so that you stay cool. Does anyone have any questions about these? Have you tried these? These are honestly one of the best finds that I've seen. Way more discreet than those fans that you might buy on Amazon that kind of gives everything away. So highly, highly recommend. And even if you are not going through menopause or perimenopause, but you just run warm, or you're on the golf course, or you're a snowbird that goes somewhere warmer in, in the winter. This literally does kind of regulate your temperature. So I absolutely love these, and I swear by these. I recommend these to absolutely everyone. Okay. So Trish, I think Trish asked what these are for. Okay, what are the bra inserts for? So these are for a few things. Primarily, so like a lot of things, right? Things are created for a reason, and then there's always kind of like other what we call halo benefits. These were created for hot flashes, to meet it at the source. So the chest where they start, let's hit it right at the boob. In your bra it goes, eventually liquefies once it absorbs your heat, which means you're cooling down, right? Because your body is basically getting rid of some of the heat. And these are almost like empathy pads, right? This is, by the way, if you're just joining us, I've had this in my bra for about an hour. And so here we can see, I still got lots left, right? Still lots left, but you can see how my body's been heating it up. Now, designed for hot flashes. We have heard, and so now we tell people that this is, again, another benefit. Breastfeeding women, maybe you get your sore nipples, right? Maybe you've gone, oh, honey, get me the frozen peas out of the freezer, right? And that's been your only option, or heaven forbid, should you grab an ice pack, which is all drippy and hard, and honestly can feel like it burns because you like the ice, you can kind of ice burns. I'm not saying it's like that dramatic, but it feels like that. You know what I'm talking about. So we have heard from women that have gone, I'm just going to put this, instead of putting it, like this or whatever, they just go ahead and shove it on like that. Go for it. Go for it. Whatever gives you relief. And that's why I love these, even if you're not going through hot flashes or even breastfeeding. I was running really warm on a road trip with my dad, and he was keeping I was staying with him. We were on like a little father-daughter trip. So we were in the same room, and he had that heat cranked up to like 80, and I was dying because I'm already running warm, and then I'm dying on that. So I wore these to bed. And I tell you what, it was a more pleasant trip because of it. And that was regardless of hot flash. So if you just run warm or you want an option to cool down, this is great. If you, I know Christmas is over, so these would have been great stocking stuffers, but they're also great gifts. You can keep a few in your closet. Maybe you have a house guest that's going through something, and you can go, hey, let me give you something. By the way, take it home, because at $21, great buy. Hopefully that answered Heather. Heather, yeah, God bless hot flash mode. Irene, yay! You got the Menopause Empowerment Bundle. I'm so happy for you. Okay, so I want to pull up some of the I think we have doctor testimonials or doctor remarks. Yes, we do. Thank you. I've been doing these shows for a long time, and I still, once in a while, get my menopause fog. Happens to the best of us. I recommend vFit to my patients who have had children and have gone through menopause. vFit has an innovative red light technology that helps tone and increases the sensation of tightness. vFit is an incredible tool to help women finally feel confident again. And for my patients, it's easy, effective, and all natural. A perfect fit. Yes, it is. Where does it fit into? It is not this side that has to fit anywhere, my ladies. It is only up to here. So again, I know that, even I presented this show when I was with my dad, and he's like, what are you selling? And what are you offering? What are you presenting? And I had to remind him, Dad, like, this is our female anatomy. It has to be shaped this way. It just does. But it's not, this isn't your pleasure toy. This is literally your wellness tool, your health and wellness tool. Over 3,000 published studies on the safety and efficacy of red light therapy. And this is so much more than that. Ladies, if you want to pick up the classic device, $100 off using promo code VFIT100. This is the tried and true official technology that gives you the results, but you can just get it on its own. $100 off puts it at $295. We've never offered it this low. We talk about the red light therapy. It's more than that. There's vibration modes, increases the circulation. I told you why that was. Again, athletes even stand on plates in a gym to increase the circulation for the blood flow, right? And there's a gentle heat. Now, we also have for you our Halle Berry device, which is our plus model. This does not come in a bundle. This does not get the $100 off. Is it worth it at $495? Absolutely. Can you break up the payments? Absolutely. But again, can't use the promo code. What does this do that's different than the classic? Okay. No bundle, but they are a bit different. More LED power. Additional 12-minute session time. So 6, 8, 10, then up to 12. You get there faster, ladies. You still have those incredible LED lights for additional vibration modes. Again, circulation we like. And of course, it's got that beautiful custom chrome finish. So classic, if you don't want the other products, grab this. Easiest price point, entry level. If you want the upgraded premium experience, the more of everything, you're going to pick up the Halley device. My only suggestion is maybe also pick up the photonic gel. But the best value, and I cannot stress this enough, and I see from the number of you that have added this to your cart, don't forget to close out. Don't forget to use promo code vFit100. You have to enter it, okay? Grab the rose gold bundle, because you're getting the classic device that has the elevated style. So if you were thinking, oh, I just want this because I like the style, although it has all the other things, the power, and of course, but if you're like, oh, I just like how this looks, well, how about rose gold? Okay, but this again is the classic. So it's, again, but you've got the beautiful rose gold finish, same mechanisms, right? 6, 8, 10. Let me get that on there. There we go. 6, 8, 10 every other day, right? Eventually you go into maintenance mode, and then you're doing it once a week, maybe twice if you want. Right? This is your personal trainer for your vagina. Turn it on. You're getting all the same benefits that we talked about, the clinical results, but you're also getting the photonic gel included, $21 value. You're getting also the beautiful Revitalize Her serum for your vulva, your moisturizer for your vulva. Did you see all that, right? And you're getting the photonic wipes. The serum itself is $45 as well, right? You're getting the wipes. You're getting the photonic gel. The price works out to $407. When you use that promo code vFit100. What happens after the coupon expires? It's back up to $507. Still 100% worth it. So I don't want you to think, oh my gosh, but if you can save some money, why not? We're heading into 2026, my ladies. You've maybe been watching a few of these shows that I've been doing with Joylux to help make this time in your life as joyful as it can be, right? It's happening no matter what, but if we can be more comfortable, why not? Right? We have to be our own advocates. But if you can in 2026, as part of your overall health and wellness, because remember, your intimate health is health and wellness. Don't let anybody tell you that it is a luxury to feel good down there. For us, it feels like a luxury, but that it's like this option. If you could make yourself feel better down there, why wouldn't you make yourself feel better? If you could feel more confident, why wouldn't you feel more confident? Then this is the time to do it with that promo code vFit100. And if you decide to wait on it and just maybe pick up a few products, we're going to be live again in a few weeks. That promo code will not, but it is still worth taking care of your intimate health. And I just want to also say, for those of you that, have thought about other solutions, and maybe, as we sort of get ready to wrap up this event, and I'll still check, of course, the messages, but I want to talk about some of the other things that maybe you've considered. So maybe you've been thinking about hormone replacement therapy. I actually did talk to my doctor about hormone replacement therapy, which I know if some of you watched, you probably were thinking, how did the appointment go? Because I had it the next day. I've got to get some blood work done and all that stuff. And so obviously that's going to help with a lot of things. You can do this with your hormone replacement therapy. You can do this if you're on, like my friend, she's on some medication because of her cancer treatment. She can use this, but she can't use hormone replacement therapy. And it comes at a cost per year, anywhere up to $900, maybe even more, less, depending on where you are. Maybe you've considered vaginal rejuvenation. I'm going to say probably quite a bit more invasive than your vFit, certainly not as convenient, and darn expensive. Can you, if you've had vaginal rejuvenation, use your vFit? Absolutely, you can. You may find that your results last longer. Because remember, if you think of this as nothing else, as a personal trainer for your vagina, then you know that being in maintenance mode and keeping up with your vaginal health and your tissue health and all of that, this is going to extend the results of maybe something you've already had done. Just like when we buy devices for our face, like maybe you've had Botox, right? Well, it doesn't mean you're not using serums and creams. Doesn't mean you're not going to do microneedling and all, because doesn't mean you're not going to take collagen supplements, right? Because the results then will last longer. So I want you to think of this as a tool to maintain, a tool to improve, and a tool to get you the results that you have been dreaming of. And today, we're in the final kind of day after this coupon. vFit100 saves you $100 on our bundle, which will put your whole bundle, which includes all of this stuff, at $407 as opposed to $507. Oh, there we go. All of this stuff. But even if you want to do the classic, if you're like, Dawn, I don't need all the other stuff, or I've been watching shows and I've already bought the serum and I've already bought a few other things, great. But you've been thinking about the vFit, grab the classic. The price today will be $297, I think it is, with the promo code vFit100. Okay. You may want to add things like at least the photonic gel, but I don't want to press you. If today you make the decision to just treat yourself and your body with the respect it deserves so that you can live the best life, no matter what age you are, maybe you want to like delay some of the symptoms of menopause and perimenopause, right? This will help you do that as well. But this is an opportunity for you that it can't be beat. And again, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of reviews online. You can see them when you click on the buttons. If you're watching at joylux.com, that's where you're going to be able to click on the buttons and you're going to be able to enter that promo code and you can read about the device. You can learn about payment plans. You can learn about the membership. You can see the rose gold bundle, but it's really a tremendous opportunity for you. And I want you to know that the Joylux team and me are here to help anytime. There'll be a point where I might say, oh, you should maybe talk to the Joylux team. But I also, you can follow me on social media at Dawn Chubai. And I will answer questions, especially in this presentation. If you're thinking, oh, I still need a couple more minutes and I might want to watch the presentation again because I just joined in. Great, watch the replay. Just don't forget that promo code does expire and I don't want you to miss out on this incredible opportunity. 3 mechanisms, they all work exactly the same. This one, again, is the premium upgrade, does not come in a bundle, does not have the promo code attached. Still a great option if you've been considering it. This is still a great time to buy. But if you have been thinking about just vFit in general, let's pull up the Hallie picture, game changer. The very device that Hallie used first was this one right here. She just didn't upgrade with more power, more time. Okay, looks a little different. Same technology. She called this original version, which comes in rose gold and classic, the game changer every woman must have. And so if you have been watching for some time and going, I want the game changer, I want increased natural hydration. I'm tired of it feeling like razor blades down there. I'm tired of, weak pelvic floor, despite all my Kegels that I know I'm doing right or not knowing you're doing right. Remember, the Kegels might help with pelvic floor strength, which this device does as well, your vFit, but it does not help with tissue repair. That is only possible because of the red light and, of course, that sonic vibration, which again increases the circulation, turning you from that nice, what you used to be was that plump grape, right? Think of your cheeks and all of that. And now you might be feeling, I do have to blow this up a little bit more. Maybe you're starting to feel a bit more like a raisin down there. That is just the nature of our body, how we age, right? We lose collagen, elastin, estrogen, all these other things. But if you want to get closer to that grape, because it's the same fruit, this is how you do it. And the results can happen very quickly for some of you. We've got reviews on site that talk about, after a few sessions, feeling the difference. So we want that for you in 2026. One last check. Oh, someone else got the rose gold bundle. I'm so happy for you. Okay, one more thing. Dr. L said, one of my med school besties is an OBGYN and had not heard of these products. We now recommend them to all of our menopause patients. Yes, I have the gel too. That is from a doctor and talking about how the OBGYNs have all but prescribed this. It's not a prescription. I will say though, and I can't speak for every health plan, but you might find some of your health plans actually will allow you to claim this. Again, do your research on that if you want. I know like even back when I had certain other products that had red light therapy that the insurance companies covered it. Why? Because you become less of a strain on healthcare ultimately when you are taking care of your health in general, right? So there are some insurance plans that might accommodate this. If yours doesn't, I only have to ask you, what are you hoping to achieve? Do you want to live your best life in 2026? Have you made your health a priority in 2026? Are you tired of wasting time and energy and feeling bad about yourself and thinking there is no hope because someone told you that it's normal? Yeah, it's normal to go through this aging process, but you don't have to feel alone. Joylux is an incredible community. At the very least today, give them a follow on Instagram, download the app, right? But if you are tired of thinking that this is just the way it is, and I guess I have to deal with this for the next 40 years, maybe, I'm here to tell you don't. And the sooner you start, the better it is. If you are already into that vaginal dryness and your pain in sex and bladder leakage and weak pelvic floor and all the things that we know weak pelvic floor is, you can reverse. You can reverse. That's why the protocol is 6 minutes every other day, 8 minutes after that, a couple of weeks, every other day, 10 minutes. After that, maybe after about 10 weeks, maybe 8 weeks, depends on how dedicated you are, because it only works if you use it, ladies, right? You're then in maintenance mode, which is once every week. Imagine if you could just go to the gym once a week and keep the results. Right? That's why this is like your personal trainer for your vagina. And of course, other incredible products from Joylux, exclusively at Joylux. Don't forget, use that promo code vFit100. It applies to your individual device. It applies to the rose gold bundle, which I see most of you have taken advantage of. That deal, when it's gone, you're back up to $507 instead of $407. You get all the other things with it. Still worth it at full price. But if you can save some money and get started on your health and wellness journey, why not? I wish for you the very, very happiest of New Year's. I thank all of you for watching the Menopause Made More Joyful show in 2025. It's been an absolute pleasure getting to know you. We have a lot of new people watching and a lot of existing people that just watch because it's such a great way to spend some time and to learn a little bit more about our bodies and how we can progress through menopause in a more comfortable and joyful state. So thank you so much. I wish you a happy new year. And here's to prioritizing yourself in the new year.